I would not keep the fossil fuel subsidies, but I would remind you that the fossil fuel subsidies have been in place, as I said, for over a century, which means the infrastructure that we've built for all of our energy systems and transportation systems is built for fossil fuel. Even if you eliminated all the fossil fuel subsidies today, you would still have an uneven playing field for the guys trying to come in and be competitive in that infrastructure. We don't do public charging of electric vehicles. We do a lot of gas stations.
Yeah, that's what you mean, is that there are gas stations all over the country.
There are gas stations all over the country. There are major
so you're
power
saying
plants
that
with transition lines.
in order to catch up and get places, electric charging stations all over the country, that the government has to subsidize the industry.
I'm saying that for a time you need to support maturing technologies competing on an uneven playing field. However, would absolutely support sunsetting those. Absolutely, I think sunsetting is necessary to subsidize.
But let's take the point, because it's the other one that we wanted to move on to. I want to take it back to your opponent since you raised it. This notion that there are certain industries that it is in the public interest to support that will otherwise wither and die, and your opponents have used renewable energy industry as a great example of that. One of them has skin in that game. What's your response to that? Do you concede that that's one of those industries where you would go for subsidies or not?
Well, this is one of the parts of the program where Zephyr and I are going to disagree. I am a conservative, and I don't believe, based on the history of subsidizing solar. In fact, Michael, I read a piece you wrote 3 years ago commenting about how the UK cut out properly their subsidies for solar, or at least I understood it to be that. And again, I'm against subsidies certainly for fossil fuels. I'm not personally perhaps as wrapped up in the I hate fossil fuels discussion, although I do hate it when I fill my car up and have to pay the bill. But I'm coming from the other side politically. I just believe that as I look at the macro situation, that having subsidies for favored projects that, yes, I understand Kate, does a lot of good work in this area, and she should be lauded, and I'm a personal supporter of solar energy, but I'm not certain it's a good idea to have Washington bureaucrats making decisions that the private sector has decided is not necessarily something they want to do.
Okay, now because you've indicated that you have a division between the two of you on this, normally we like to let both sides respond.
So we can debate each other now.
Let's hear it. And since Michael, you say, is sort of on your side, maybe we should move all of the chairs just for this round. But Zephyr, what's your take on this?
I guess I have a slightly different view, again, with great respect to Kate. Right now, if we could get the predatory powers off the backs of people who want to install solar, of businesses that want to install solar, that we actually had a truly open, actual level playing field. I don't think we need breakthrough technology. We just need the capacity for solar, geothermal, wind, and a hydro to actually compete, and it would explode. So there's two questions here. One is, if there's a bill up, given our current deeply corrupted fossil fuel dependent politics, is there a particular bill that Kate might be pushing that I might vote for? Sure, but I am not willing to go down the path of, well, since we're all in this deal together where everybody's getting subsidies, I'm going to actively be promoting that. I think first we say much better rules. Real cost of fossil fuel, including health costs of fossil fuel, be embedded in the actual costs. Better competitive rules, so that right now a company should put a solar panel on their roofs. It'll be paid back within 7 years, except for predatory utility companies and fossil fuel companies that are pushing it down.
Thank you. You get to